Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me. As always, the algorithm matrix tells me to ask you to hit the like, subscribe buttons, make a comment, let me know what you think. Let's have a little fun here. So, if you tell by the caption, we're going to do a little different one today. This is from our friends at Midwest Safety. So, Midwest Safety is the website. I thank them for sharing this. This one is titled Entitled Karen Fights Police at the Beach Resort. And somewhere it said this was Florida. So let's just get right into it. Oh, here we go. I've not seen this, so this is first time reaction. And let's just see what we got here.
When a female is assaulted by her own friend at a Florida resort, the responding officer gets way more than he bargained for.
Okay, so yes, this is definitively Florida. I think I knew that before he said it. And looks like the blonde here is going to be the alleged complainant of why the police are here in the first place. And it seems that their brunette there was a little fast and loose with her hands there. I'm going to presume that was a police body-worn camera. Real quickly, that could be a pretty good basis for battery on a law enforcement officer. But let's see. All right, so this is her friend. I think we heard that they're visiting Florida, so they're not acting too friendly. And the blonde here clearly not happy with her friend enough to call the police on her. And now she's not feeling safe. She's laid out all the elements for the battery. She laid out that I presume the brunette conked her in the side of the head with the cup. So that's very Florida Beach Resort. And let's see what everyone else allegedly saw.
This young lady right here, all talking to her, and all of a sudden the other young lady, I don't know if it's her partner or roommate or whatever, she came running up, give me a ride, and then she started berating this girl.
The blonde girl berating the other girl?
No, the dark-haired girl. This lady was a complete angel. You witnessed it.
That's cute. All right, so the blonde's a complete angel, and the brunette is berating her friends here as they're asking for a ride. I don't know if it said it. I'm curious what time of the day it is. Not that it matters.
Oh, yeah.
Where they want you out here?
She was sitting right there. Dark-haired girl was making such a scene. And I said, okay, I'll take you back. You can go to the pool and get your stuff. And I was dropping her off.
All right, I think I saw the bottom there. I couldn't make it out. Let's see.
She walked down that walkway trying to get the pool, and she says, "How?"
All right, so it's about 2:40 in the afternoon. 2:40 in the afternoon. I think the date is in there somewhere. We'll go back.
I'm going. And
6/6/2022. All right, this is a little older. I don't know if one of you guys want to look it up, what day that is of the week, but 2 in the afternoon. That's fine. Early June. So we're on summer break, and we got this eyewitness here.
okay, I'll take you back. You can go to the pool and get your stuff. And I was dropping her off. She walked down that walkway trying to get the pool, and she says, "I don't know where I'm going." And the girl just threw the cup, hit her in the face. The cup top went over there, and some of the drink hit my leg.
That's fine. So what do you want to do about
Out of no.
Okay. So she's going to press charges against her friends here. June 6, 2022 was a Monday. So it's a Monday afternoon, early June. And it's not because she's in fear or she's hurt, but she's disrespected. So, which unfortunately, why you want to press the charge is not as relevant here. She may have the elements of the charge. She's clearly indicating she did not consent to being hit with the plastic cup by her good friend, and she's disrespected. She's not going to take that.
Nowhere, the dark-haired suspect returns to the scene and hops in the back of the golf cart.
What's your name? Josie? Hi, Josie. I'm also Kai from the Beach Police Department. You got your ID on you by chance?
I'm a little complicated.
You don't know where it's at?
Okay, so we're at the back. I'm intoxicated. Thankfully, this is not a DUI video. So, presumably she's at the resort. Wouldn't stop police from doing a, public intoxication, disorderly conduct. She hasn't done anything yet to that effect. But we're all primed up here. Let's go.
My friend trying to set me up.
You trying to set you up?
Yes, that's what it's all about.
How'd you spell your first name?
Yeah.
All right, so the friend's trying to set her up. Never mind the eyewitness who says the blonde is an angel. All right, it's just a Monday afternoon in Florida.
Your first name's
Yeah.
last name?
The first name's Josie, J-O-S-I-E.
What's a good address for you? You don't know where you live.
I do, but it's not complicated.
Well, let's step over here so he can get back to work. But you're gonna have to get off the car.
I can't hear it. I'll just say it.
Well, you can put it on the ground.
Let's go, Josie. Josie taking no griff off no one. All right. Good. That is putting it on the ground, and she is fearing for her own well-being. Nothing wrong with that. All right.
There we go. You're good to go. Alright, so I'm fixing to read you what's called your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent.
All right, that's a done deal. All right, she's under arrest. So he's going to put her in custody. She's clearly got stuff to say. So he's going to read her rights right now. This video is a little cropped, so I'm presuming, but we don't know, that they got the information from this gentleman who's about to drive off now. He is an eyewitness. I would think they took his information for the state prosecutors later on. But if they didn't, then that testimony never comes in, and then it is a she said, whether they're partners or roommates or we don't know what. Okay.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. Look at me. Listen to me. Do you understand what I just read to you?
I want to go back and see if her friend was saying something to
While
her.
you're being questioned.
Not
Look
paying
at me.
attention.
Listen to me. Do you understand what I just read to you?
That's a bit presumptuous. You don't know she's not paying attention. She needs her ears to listen, not her eyes. So I think she's paying attention. She's not happy about it, but she's paying attention. She gets it.
Are you sure you understand now?
I'm an attorney.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Let's go, Josie. I like Josie here. Okay, so first of all, she did not verbalize that she understood or not. I thought that was great. There is no recording of her saying yes. She's nodding. She's also said she's intoxicated, so her ability to understand is already called into question. She didn't say she understood, and she said, I want an attorney. It's great. Good for her. Josie knows what's up.
Go into her rifle.
All right, that's not great to know at the end there. So let's go through this. And so the no is problematic because now she is resisting without violence. She's been given an order by law enforcement. It's a lawful order. She's under arrest. She said no. That's how simple resisting without violence is to charge against someone. That's why you see me comment about resisting without violence is the nonsense charge when there's nothing else to charge someone with, because it takes that little and less to charge someone. They gave her an order. She said no. She's resisting. So now you got the battery on her good friend And now you got a potential resisting without violence. And let's just throw in the public intoxication for fun here.
Touch me.
Oh, there we go.
No, that's not. Don't touch me.
This is gonna be a lot worse for you.
I don't give a shit. Don't touch me. Don't touch
Alright,
me.
cool.
All right. And there we got battery on a law enforcement officer. So it's on the body worn. Yeah, it seems pretty clear there's mutual contact there. He's reaching out to her and she's resisting, and then she makes the affirmative gesture with her hand to him. Yeah, that's all it takes for a battery on a law enforcement officer too. It takes any unwanted contact.
Stop fighting.
All right, she's I know I'm out on a limb here. I'm doing my best. I can only work with what I got. If I was the officer, maybe call for medical attention. She's saying she's burning up. I don't know if she's burning up because the pavement is really hot at 2 p.m. the first week of June on a Monday. But she says she's burning up. And as far as the not resisting, stop resisting, I didn't see any movement in the shadows at that point. It doesn't help with the charges, but it does go towards, is he now being a little excessive with her or not? I really didn't see her resisting or doing anything once she got taken to the floor, face planted. And I'm guessing that other gentleman in the shorts is also beach police, so that's cute. I swear to God, Bonnie. I'm guessing Bonnie's the blonde. All right. So she's a little bit of Bonnie right now. The put your arm behind your back, that's a continuation of the resisting without violence. And now it could be a resisting with violence charge thrown in there. The battery and law enforcement is still going to be the worst charge right now. But I could see them now trying the resisting with violence, because she is resisting the arrest and trying to swat their hands away in a quasi-defensive manner. But with the cops, it's not as permissible as all that. All right, so she's got words for Bonnie. All right, so she just spit on him. All right, so if her using her hands at the time of the initial arrest was questionable as to what that there didn't qualify for as a charge, if I wasn't looking for the projectile on the camera, we can go back in a moment, but if the officer says that the spit hit him at all, then that's battery on a law enforcement officer. So it can be that little as well. That's an unwanted touching. That's a battery. Let's go back and just see we see the spit. Oh, I think we did. I think we saw something spit or a bit of her drink, or I don't know. That's not great. All right. And there we go. White female for Bat Leo, battery law enforcement officer. There's the felony. Simple Bat being the battery for Bonnie. Okay, that's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. That's another felony. That's a threat. Threat on official personnel. That's a tough one. Yeah. As lame as it sounds, as clearly she's just kind of venting and she's got her inebriation going. Not the first thing you want to say to a law enforcement officer when the body worn camera is rolling. That's a threat on a public official. She's stacking them here. She's stacking them.
Oh, you are f***ing mean and bastards and whatever. Look at me in the eyes. You're dead.
Go ahead and add threats to law enforcement.
Take it off.
Let's slow right it over my car.
No, I have more shit from her and I want my shit from her.
Yeah, go ahead, back up.
So we got like 2 or 3 felonies. Okay. All right, so that one I'm not too worried about unless Bonnie is within earshot and can hear the threat. Otherwise, she's just saying that. She's just talking the talk. That would be my defense is Bonnie's not around to hear that threat, so that shouldn't be chargeable. Let's go.
You need to sit down.
No, fuck you.
Sit down.
Don't f***ing touch me. Touch it, I swear to God.
Keep going. Yeah.
You're gonna need it. Mary Nation's gonna f***ing murder you.
No.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This got so dark. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, okay. So I'm really glad everyone appears to be of the same race in this one right now because that is a dark thing to say to a cop. I say it because it had the ethnicities been more distinctly different, and they might be. I can't see the officer. I don't know. That could upward classify all these charges as hate crimes, and now you're looking at aggravating factors to the charges. That is a wild thing to say. We're gonna go back to that. I didn't see that one come. I did not have that on my bingo card.
Keep going. Yeah.
You're gonna need it. Mary Nation's gonna f***ing murder you.
No. I won't do that.
All right, so as much as they're laughing her off, another threat to a public official, but wow, that is wild. Okay, and if there was any doubt, we're just gonna really put the icing on these charges. Another count of battery on a law enforcement officer. So each of these incidents can be, they could try and charge them separately. Probably would not. Wow. Okay. All right. Wow. I was not ready for this video.
This is gonna be a lot more fun now.
Damn bitch. You're a little bitch. I've never been arrested. I've never been in trouble. I won't get like you set me the fuck out. I didn't even goddamn do anything. You're pissing me the fuck off. Damn shit. You're a goddamn piece of shit.
All right, so I'm guessing a little more spit, another kick. She's feisty. I'll give her that. She is feisty. Yeah, this one's a bad one. I'm gonna go back to she's drunk. And the problem with that is, as much as it mitigates the intent of the crimes, she voluntarily got a little intoxicated. I think she said at the beginning, I'm a little drunk. So she looks like she's 21 or over. That shouldn't be an issue of having alcohol, but she has now voluntarily put herself in a compromised mental state. So it's not as simple as I was too drunk to know what I was doing. You allowed yourself to put yourself in that position. He's had enough. He legit shoved her in. He didn't even try. He's done. There was no call for that guy. Listen, just, be better. Be better, guy. I'm to the extent. Look, just you don't gotta do that. You don't gotta push her in. You could charge her at the wazoo on this one anyway. He's just fed up. It's not right, though. That's not right, cop. Come on, officer. Be better than that.
In other news, Florida residents are going to be happy.
So, yeah, let's.
Like 3 or 4 times now. She kicked me twice, slapped me. So, her and this girl are sitting. Yeah, okay. They're sitting in a condo across the street. They get into an argument. She's acting like this. I got the witness information already. He was the train driver. And
All right, so that answered the question I had him earlier. He did, in fact, not surprisingly, get the contact information, the name, number for the driver who was the eyewitness. Just in case there was any doubt, if we were going to question Bonnie's credibility, she's got her eyewitness who thinks she's an angel. So I'm sure he's not sweet on her at all. And you heard from the officer, spit on him 3 or 4 times, kicked him twice, some slapping. Yeah.
she took one of the cups, struck her upside the head, got her story and the driver's story, and matched up perfectly. Go to Mariana House. She's like, lawyer. I said, okay, I'm going to turn her off.
Yeah, that lawyer thing would have been great if she had not done. If it doesn't appear that she did all the stuff she did it afterwards, that was a strong start, and then she just voluntarily said a whole bunch of stuff. The Miranda only works if you're not going to say anything and officers are trying to ask you questions. They can't ask you the questions, but it doesn't protect your voluntary statements after the fact, and I think she had more than a few. Okay.
She's like, no, I'm not grab her wrist. She immediately starts smacking me. I take her to the ground. She keeps on trying to resist. I end up getting hinges on her, get her up, put her on the golf cart over here so we can come back to my car. She spits on me about 4 times. She's kicked me twice. She's threatened to have me killed by the Aryan Nation.
I guess he didn't forget that part. I guess he did not forget that part. Again, I'm hopeful that there's no other elements here with the parties that would rise the charges to hate crimes because of that. That's a fairly serious statement to make to someone. Yeah, he did not let that one go. As much as he may have been laughing, yeah.
So, simple that on her, 33 on me, and threats law enforcement with death.
Okay, what's she on?
Alcohol.
She hasn't calmed down yet.
No. She was calm until I broke that pass out.
She's calling to you, but pass out.
Yeah.
Does she want?
That's pretty generous. See? She's all under control. She was fine.
Cross charges that matter?
She does.
Okay. What kind of relationship?
They're not dating right now.
Those are friends.
Yeah, they're just friends.
Alright, so search and change.
I wonder if they're still friends. I wonder.
I am trying to, but my wrists are hurting so bad. My fucking wrist hurts. I'm trying to get blood.
All you have to do is scoot.
No, it's so
Oh, come on, Josie. Come on. Yeah, so even before I heard the voice on a search for a female, they're bringing a female officer. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Then nowadays, especially the way this incident has gone so far, no way they're not bringing in a female cop. So they're gonna have a female officer here. So it looks like we've now swapped body worn. Man, she's got no chill. Bonnie's got cocaine. Go check it out. They're not gonna check it out. You know, according to the eyewitness, I don't know, we didn't hear anything about Bonnie starting it.
Writes his report in his vehicle. The other officer finds...
Oh boy.
As the arresting officer writes his report in his vehicle, the other officer finds an interesting item while searching Josie's belongings.
Oh, okay. I was gonna guess narcotics. That's... All right, let's see. So it's a weapon. Let's presume that they're going to say a weapon. It's in the bag. She wasn't seen at the bar, so I don't think there's any issue with her having the concealed weapon. She's in Florida, so she enjoys... She has no record. Oh, okay. I don't know where they're going to go with this. This is so messy. That's what I took off her waistband. Yo, Josie is legit. Josie is not messing around. Okay, I don't even know. Oh no! No! Oh my goodness! Oh, okay. Josie's got a problem here. This gentleman does not appear to be of the same ethnicity as Josie, and I am just waiting to hear about the upgrade for the hate crime. That is wild stuff. This is crazy. He took that like a champ, man. This good for him. Also, he knows the body warrants are on, but still, happy to see the restraint.
Now, of course, I've handcuffed many dangerous people, but when someone's screaming, fighting, and possibly off their meds, that's entirely a different kind of danger. Now, calls like this can be a complete nightmare for police. Because think about it, they're walking into a beautiful resort, but they're immediately met with a story of an assault, and the officer has no clue he's going to have to deal with. Now, at this point, the call...
All right, so I was wrong. Thankfully, at this point, this narrator was not the officer. He's an officer, and he's taking it pretty chill. Okay.
Actually got really dark for me, and even I didn't see this coming, because the officer is not only dealing with a distraught victim, he might be dealing with an aggressor with an unstable mind, because on many occasions police do have to deal with violent, mentally ill people.
Now there's a defense. There's defense. You give me mental capacity. Now I got something to work with here. Either that or she's with the Aryan Nation, or both.
But I have ask myself, do they even really know what's going on? Because their reality can be extremely different than ours. Now, the officer had no choice but to take Josie down because she did get violent. But when you're face to face with someone who's probably terrified themselves, you do feel a different kind of pressure because you do have to be tactical and keep the victims and yourself safe. The officer also has to do his best to try not to cause further damage to someone who's probably already broken. And make no mistake about it, Josie was dangerous, and officers never want to use force. However, with that said, when a person like Josie is throwing punches and threatening lives, there's no time to call for a mental health team. The officers have to deal with the threat immediately.
Well, once she's in custody, yes, you could call for a mental health team. You had plenty of time. She wasn't going anywhere. That's a stretch. If you cared that much, you call the mental health team.
And finding that knife wasn't just evidence, it was a warning. Because if the officers had waited and failed to act quickly, this could have ended violently for everyone. Lastly, be real with yourself. If this was you and you walked to this resort and had to deal with a situation like this and the aggressor had a knife within reach, would you try to talk him down, or would you act fast and make sure that everyone made it out safe? Because officers do deal with this on a daily basis.
Josie was charged with trespass after warning, simple battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting with violence, and threats to law enforcement. She is
Okay, so the only one I missed was the trespass after warning because I don't think we had anything in the video to give us even an indication that they had asked her to leave or not. But we called the simple battery on Bonnie, battery and law enforcement officer, resisting with violence. We discussed that, and the threat to law enforcement.
innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
All right, so that was really interesting. That was a good one. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad that wasn't even worse. So you heard no charges related to the knife because she had the right to possess it. She didn't attempt to use it. It was concealed. And she got enough bad charges there, but no charges to the knife. There was nothing illegal that she got charged with. If they had her by the bar, they could have had her, because you're not allowed to have weapons directly where alcohol is being served. But otherwise, she had it properly concealed. She's in Florida. Florida's a concealed carry state. Now, this is interesting because it was a few years ago, but it's an interesting knife, but wasn't a firearm or anything. So some unanswered questions there that I'm happy to leave unanswered, but otherwise a very interesting video. And I thank you guys for joining me. Leave a comment, leave a question, leave a thought, critique, whatever you want. But I thank you guys for hanging out with me on this, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.